Welcome to Moonstone Update. I'm Mark Bechard, the Managing Editor of Moonstone Publications. This is an overview of some of the stories we've covered over the past week, but first, please hit the subscribe button and share this video with your friends and colleagues. The High Court has ordered PSG Wealth Financial Planning to reimburse a client who lost 800,000 Rand to email fraud. The hacker duped PSG Wealth staff twice within 10 days, which resulted in the client's account virtually being cleaned out. It was only when the hacker tried his luck a third time that the employees realized something was amiss. If you want to boost your career in financial planning or insurance by obtaining a recognized qualification, then now's the time to register with Moonstone Business School of Excellence. Not having a matric certificate doesn't mean you can't get a post-school qualification, because the MBSC caters for those who don't have a National Senior Certificate with our Further Education and Trading Certificate qualifications. Check out MBSC's entry-level qualifications today. Investigations that result in prosecutions that lead to those found guilty of money laundering and terrorism financing being put in prison is the test that South Africa must pass to get off the grey list, says Intellidex Chairman Stuart Theobald. Speaking at the same event, Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana said the state security cluster had to be strengthened if the country was to exit grey listing. SARS is moving ahead with implementing various reporting obligations for trusts, which will increase their administrative burden. Trustees will have to report directly to SARS outside of the current tax return process and before the trust tax return is due. The data will include details about the trustees' and beneficiaries' demographics, distribution to beneficiaries, and other financial flows such as donations and distributions. Many investors are fixated on the exchange rate when deciding when they should invest offshore. 91 crunched some numbers to find out how investing following periods of Rand strength or Rand weakness impacted long-term returns. Nearly two-thirds of respondents believe it is fair to tax rich people at a higher rate than ordinary people to help pay for government programs to benefit the poor, according to a survey by Afrobarometer and Institute for Justice and Reconciliation. However, the survey does not indicate what is meant by rich people. Based on figures from National Treasury for the 2020-2021 tax year, only some 18% of adult South Africans were liable for personal income tax, which is the government's biggest source of revenue. Companies should begin to prepare for the heightened disclosure requirements relating to beneficial ownership that will come into effect on the 1st of April. The Companies and Intellectual Property Commission is planning to establish a beneficial ownership register based on the amendments to the Companies Act. Companies other than regulated companies or companies controlled by a regulated company will have to record in their securities registers information about the natural persons who are the beneficial owners of the company. That's all we have for this week. You can read these stories and many more on our website, moonstone.co.za. Until next time, here's wishing you all the best from the team at Moonstone Information Refinery.